Hey guys, Tim Linden here. I just want to first say this video post is brought to you by Host Crusher. It's a nice mug. I'm actually not drinking out of it today because I'm going with the iced coffee. 99 cents. Can't go wrong, sorry. But Host Crusher! This video is targeted specifically for Host Crusher because forum post came up in Nerdbucks. One of our advertisers has a virus on their site, and they're trying to figure out where it is, what's going on, all that stuff. And part of the problem is it's clear this person isn't really, isn't savvy, and their host is not figuring it out. And really, I'll explain the virus first of all so you can understand the situation. Alright, so you go to the website. Most people, the first time they go to the website, they get redirected to a porn site, and then they go again and it's not there. It's like, alright, what was that? I don't know, something weird just happened. And it's random too, because I went to the site over and over again and it didn't happen to me, but lots of people it happened to. So we know there is a virus at that site. Now, the way this works is, obviously it was hacked, but the people are smart. I've seen this before. They code it into the server software itself. It's done randomly, so the website owner's like, there's nothing there, you guys are all just being mean to me. And then all the users are like, wow, this guy must have put it there himself, I'm going somewhere else, he thinks it's not wrong. And then us at Nerdbucks were like, people keep reporting this site, but there's nothing there, this is weird. But actually, Bill, one of the guys who is part of TimTech, he actually had it happen to him. So that's how we knew, for sure, yes, there is a virus there. And it works. It's, from a coding perspective, the virus is very well designed. Now the problem is how to get rid of it. In my opinion, you don't. Sounds crazy, but the best thing you can do is go to a different physical server, because these guys are good. In order to do what they're doing, it's deep in the code, and in order to do that code, they need some deep access, usually root access or some high-level access, which means they also can create multiple ways for them to get back in. I've seen it before where you find the files, you fix it, and then you're like, woohoo, and then a month later it's back. It's not worth it. Just move to another server, which can, be a big headache, and that's kind of where Host Crusher comes in. You need a host that you can trust and that you can work with. We use Liquid Web. We have some pretty hefty requirements, load balancing, network storage, blah blah blah, all this crazy stuff. So we're kind of in this advanced level, but I realize a lot of people out there, especially new traffic exchange owners, they don't really know where to go, and that's why I kind of think it's neat that I think it's before I say his name, I'm gonna make sure. This is gonna drive me nuts. I think it's John. About us. Oh man, he's online. Live Skype call. Anyways, wait, I've already got Skype. Okay, Skype, don't let me down. Cancel. Oh man, oh man. Alright, I'm getting sidetracked here. See, this is how workflow goes for me. But anyways, if you've got a host that knows about traffic exchanges, how to, operate them and stuff, that is handy, because, I've seen people go with cheap hosts before, and not all cheap hosts are bad. If you've got a small site, I get it, you don't need some mega server or whatever. And so having someone who knows what you're doing and can help you with it more is good. So go check it out. But I totally lost track. This is This, oh man, there's all this orange. I know what I gotta do. I gotta pop the collar. Do some stretching. Alright. Back to what I was saying. If you get a virus like this, you need to move to a new server. Doesn't mean you need to switch hosts. You can just say to your host, say, look, there's this virus. I need to move to another server. And you also need to check your own website for modified files. Make sure there's nothing in there, so when you're at the new server, they can't get into that new one because of your files. And then you go from there. Most of the time this fixes it, because when they're in deep like that, sometimes they'll put code in your site, but it's usually pretty easy to find it. But since you're on a new server, they don't have that deep root access anymore, so they can't put it back. And kind of part of life. If it does keep happening at your host, then I would say there's a problem with your host. You should move to another host. But I mean, this type of stuff could really happen to anybody. You just gotta make sure you are using secure passwords. If you have root access, you need to be very careful. You need to have your servers hardened. I'll put a link down too. If you use cPanel servers, there's a site that you can, I think it's like $100. They'll go through and harden your server. That's where, I mean, basically they make it harder to hack into. It's still not, 100% foolproof. If they guess your password, you're in trouble. But they do stuff that makes it almost impossible to guess the password. And that's what I got for you today. Woo! I think I'm going to keep my collar popped for the rest of the day. Hey, Tim Linden here. Kinda like it. Now this angle's better. Hey guys. Makes me look. I could spend hours looking at myself in a video camera. I like playing with the delay.